From trauma to joie de vivre, how is that possible? Welcome to Post-Trauma Secrets and Decluttering, where we go behind the scene and reveal how to free yourself. Come and discover the 4 dimensions of a decluttering journey with your host, J.M. Tetro.
Hello and welcome to the episode. Today I'm so stoked. Listen, this is one of my favorite subjects. And the subject is one word, momentum. So yes, momentum, that you know or not, the background of momentum. I don't want to get into the physics, which I love, but I'll just do a little bit. Really, the momentum is when a movement is started, and because of its motion, continuous motion, it's harder to stop because it's in movement, and its own movement create the next movement. This is momentum. So in human behavior, in our own action, behavior, and thought, we can leverage momentum. I love that. So one of the great definition I heard from Tom Bilyeu years ago in one of his coaching, and he said, momentum is when you have many people going in the same direction for the same or similar goal. So when you're alone, can you create momentum? I think you can. Is it gonna be hard? Yes, it's gonna be hard. Listen, if I take just the example of pushing a car, like physic momentum. If I start alone and try to push the car, I put it on neutral, try to push it. Is it gonna be hard? Probably very hard. Well, let's get 5 other people with me and we push together. What's gonna happen? Well, it's gonna start moving. And what happens when it starts moving? It gets momentum. It gets easier. So everyone has to push with a less amount of physical work, of forces, to get the same speed. And even get faster is easier. And this is momentum. And now let's have fun. We are at a stable pace. We all walk, we push, and one people move. One people just go. We're 5 now. Is it gonna stop? No, because it has momentum. Another one leave. Is it gonna stop? No, it's not gonna stop. Well, of course, I assume there's no slope. It's a straight road. There's not too much friction, and there's a lot of factors. I understand that. But I did try it, just so you know, and it works. And the point is, when you are in the momentum phase, the number of people can vary and it still work. So what we love to do is to hack the system again and use momentum for our decluttering journey. Decluttering journey, we talk about it. I don't know if you heard us already, but really it's a holistic decluttering where we go through the stress. We declutter that stress. We go through the mind, the emotion. We remove that. We go through the fears, the blockage, and we remove that. We let it go. Then we go through our time wasters. Bang, we let them go. And we go at the end in the last phase through what we call decluttering now in nowadays in any media. Well, really it's the belonging sorting. And then we go there. But because we started the decluttering journey with the stress, the mind, the time, what happened is we've created that momentum. Ooh, so that's the first act. The second act is what we do is, for us, we gather a bunch of people together. So we have members, we have a lot of people doing together a similar action for the same goal: declutter their life, declutter their home. Even if they're not working on the same home, the same life, I can tell you right now, the momentum is created. It really, really worked as a big force moving forward. And once it started, the great thing, like the example of the car, it's moving. You don't have to do as much, I push yourself as much. You don't have to have willpower as much to just get started that day. So the thing is, you have to get started. And for that, really, we have another podcast where I went through what we developed. We called the art of starting. Yes, really, there's such thing that we made. And we go through that to really get people to be able to start. And I can tell you right now, we had most, if not 100% of people that we helped starting when they used that method, when they knew they used it and they put it into action. But anyway, now back to my momentum. It's the same thing as when a toddler start to walk. Do they stop, or do they just fall and they stay there? No, they'll stand up, they'll try again, they'll push. And why is that? Because they want to copy what the adult is doing. They are together, they want to walk with the other, they want to belong. So that's what happened here. We are trying to do that for the decluttering journey. So in your life, think about the people that can help you, but you help them. So they are in a similar situation with a similar target, and you are together, you do that. It creates that momentum and it pushes you. It's incredible what it does. And the key with momentum is, at the beginning, you will need more motivation. You will need that focus. All the energy is going to want to disperse. It's going to want to go everywhere because it's hard. We don't like when it's hard. We don't do when it's hard. And that's natural. And I'm not generalizing for everyone. Okay, we are all different. I get that. But after helping hundreds of people, I can tell you most people will do that at one point. So you need that motivation at the beginning. So have your support system in place, prepare it in advance. When you take an endeavor like the decluttering journey, the 4-step, it's really like a 1-2 years program or project. I mean, and for anyone that thinks like, no, for me it's a 2-month or 3-month, maybe if it's a light decluttering, but I can tell you right now, a full holistic decluttering take time, and it needs to be done deeply with all the layers, all the process, go through everything. And it allows to create that momentum, because the key in the momentum is, yes, you have motivation, but the second thing is to remove all frictions. Yes. So in the physics, friction is what will reduce movement, is one of the things. It's going to reduce that momentum. So in our case of your project, of your decluttering journey, of what you've started or what you want to start, think about those friction. What are they? You know them. You know them. Maybe because of fear, because of thinking too much, you don't see them. Check that. That's understandable. But think about, okay, does your phone ringing? Does your phone with people that call you all the time, is that a friction when you start the project? Well, just do something about that during that project to keep that momentum. Now, seeing a certain pile or certain object that really freezes you, if you can just treat that one first, you'll remove friction. If you know that you have a certain pattern, listening to music or talking to one person, it reduces, like it kills your momentum. Like it removes everything that you wanted to do. You just feel, okay, I don't want to do it anymore. Well, this is friction. So try to mitigate. Change time, change action, change behavior. Mitigate that so you remove friction. And that's my second thing with momentum. If you can remove it, it works so great. Now, just to finish with the momentum, I believe that even when it started, when it rolls, when it works, we need that support system. Don't give up the thing that works, the thing that got you there. And this is the one thing for my third point. This is the one thing I see. It's the most disappointing for everyone. It's complacency. Whenever we start something and it starts to work and we're so happy, we're so like, oh, I got it, it works, and we stop doing what got us there. We stop doing what worked, and then we fall back. But it's not from day 1 to day 2, it's from day 1 to day 15 or day 30. It takes some time because we add momentum, yes, right? And that momentum continue, but it stops when we stop doing the right thing. It's the same thing as losing weight. We need to go baby steps, start slowly, then we catch up and we get our food right, realignment of sleep, and then a little bit of exercise. Not to go in the weight loss detail or technique here, is just an example to show you another representation. And if we stop one of those, it's gonna stop losing weight. Like it's gonna stop whatever was doing great. So same thing for decluttering journey. Whatever you add in place, keep it. I'm telling you, that is so worth it. Even if it seems like a waste of time, maybe reduce its time, whatever it is, reduce its time, but don't add friction and don't remove what works. And on that, I hope that you will get that momentum. If you don't, I'm telling you, please contact us. We'll try to help you. We talk with people. We help people on momentum. We do have program. And we have one that we call Momentum. Woo! We're so excited because, it's one of my favorite words. There's a reason. That's what creates the most change in one's life. And on that, have a good one. Bye now.
Thank you so much for taking time to listen to this episode. If you want to help break the trauma stigma, share this episode and give hope to your friends and let them know it is possible to get free from trauma. Valerie and JM want to help you further by offering you Declutter Your Life 101. Be sure to go to dowellht.com/free yourself. That's dowellht.com/free yourself to get your free quick summary and start your decluttering journey. Thanks again for tuning in, and be sure to join us next time to discover another secret on post-trauma secrets and decluttering.